Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's St. Rose Golden Knights Tespa match against the University of Delaware Blue Hens. We thank you for tuning in here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here. We're going to get things started right away here. Let's get into it. You see at the top of your screens, we have the Blue Hens at the top left in blue and the Golden Knights top right in red. First fight beginning right here, right just off the point. 15 seconds until the control point unlocks. Blue Hens really pushing toward that point, trying to establish position there, but Jafar hits off Cobalt right at the beginning. Blue Hens fall back a little bit, 5 seconds till the control point unlocks. Now St. Rose looks poised to take control here. Moop is able to pick off Rose. Not part of St. Rose, of course. And St. Rose will take control of the objective as the progression begins for the Golden Knights. Fikris able to pick off Rancer. on the bad side. Moira is out, one support down for the Blue Hens. And let's see what Jafar's up to now. Taking some damage, but able to Wraith out. Gets behind the shield, putting some damage on the Blue Hens team there as Doomfist falls back. That's Nate for Blue Hens. Rancer already with Coalescence and pops it. Dirk as well as a contest on point now. Dirk just trying to heal up their team a little bit. Able to put some healing on. Nate takes out Jafar though with the Rocket Punch. Victress down as well. And now Clutch at the hands of Nate. Blue Hens with 4 pits now in this team fight. Dirk just kind of staying on point, trying to keep that contest up while they wait for the rest of their team to return. Cobalt does have Earth Shatter. And Bordy as well with ultimate with Moop for the Golden Knights. Nate, though, very close to Meteor Strike. Could see that come into play here in this next fight. Nate does go with Meteor Strike, using it to retreat back to their team, unable to get any pits off of that, obviously. Senryu with ultimate as well, as Victress now has Sound Barrier built up, and as I say that, Clutch does get Supercharger. That could be huge here, as Golden Knights try to push through, but grabbed together by Zarya. Senryu throws out ultimate, able to pick off 3. Dirk, Victress, and Scrutchy all down. Rancer takes out Moop as well. St. Rose going to fall back as the Blue Hens not going to let them, though. Getting super aggressive. Clutch taken out before they can get back to spawn. Now St. Rose will try once again. Cobalt still holding on to Earth Shatter. St. Rose with 4 ultimates online. Scrutchy goes with the Gravitic Floods, able to lift up the team, but Sound Barrier on their way back down. Also able to get the Earth Shatter, but only able to knock down Scrunchy, who gets right back up. No real damage done there. Rancer with another Coalescence. Dirk as well. Victress pops Sound Barrier. Jafar does have Death Blossom, not using it yet, though, as Moop falls at the hands of the Coalescence from Rancer. Jafar and Clutch now, the 2 ultimates online in the match. 80% on the objective for the Blue Hens. Teams will regroup for another fight here. This could be St. Rose's last chance. Jafar is still with Death Blossom. Stunned, though, by Cobalt and taken out by the Fire Strike. Now Nate goes in behind with the Meteor Strike, able to eliminate Scrunchy. Moop does take out Bordy, but Senryu takes out Clutch. Moop able to return the favor, though, on Senryu. But Nate now applying damage, taken out by Moop. St. Rose has a chance to push here. Jafar, again, with Death Blossom, coming back to point. Only Golden Knight on point. Coalescence pop by Rancer, taken out, though. But hammered down by Cobalt is Jafar, and Bordy takes them out. 1 on point now for the Golden Knights. 2v2 now on point. Dirk takes out Rose. Another Coalescence for Dirk. Looks like Nate has switched to Tracer for the Blue Hens in behind, causing some damage now, causing some trouble. Recalls back. Takes a bit of damage. Tracer taken out. Nate is out for the Blue Hens. St. Rose takes control of the point right back. 99% obviously for the Blue Hens as we entered overtime. St. Rose is at 50% and counting. Only 1 ultimate online, and it is Senryu. Not popping it yet, just popping the Storm Arrows, trying to put some damage on from afar, but here comes the ultimate. A lot of damage being done, no pits yet. Victress is taken out after the ultimate. Cobalt able also to take out Scrunchy. Meteor Strike from Moop lands down, able to get no one with that, but Bordy takes them out. Jafar falls as well. St. Rose is losing this point. Dirk just off, gonna fall back, gonna have to get back on before the end of the round, though. It's gonna be close. Victress is able to contest, but falls. Jafar trying to rush back. Moop and Clutch as well. Moop can't get there. And the Blue Hens will take round 1. St. Rose established early control, but Delaware was able to take it right back not long after that. Held on to it for most of the match, and they will take round 1. St. Rose will look to rebound here on our second point of the map. We do see both teams rocking a Pharah currently. We do see only one Mercy out right now. That would be Fitris for the Golden Knights. Now we see Rancer switch to Mercy. So the full Pharah Mercy comp in full effect here as we get started here on round number 2 of Control. Nate raining some damage down from protected area over to the left-hand side. Moop doing the same, more toward the center now. Fitris trying to heal Moop back up. Clutch is taken out by Nate. Able to boop them off. Direct hit landed by Moop, but another one though by Nate. Both Pharahs will heal back up as Blue Hens would poise to take control of this, and they will. See some damage being done from afar. St. Rose might have to push around the other side. We see if they do. Looks like they're getting a head start on it. Nothing yet, though. Here comes Moop, though. Way up, looking to pick off the Mercy, unable to get her. Nate does have Barrage, something to keep an eye out for here. Another direct hit landed by Nate. Moop has to fall back and get healed up just a little bit, but doesn't get too far out of the fight. Pharah v Pharah in the air. Nothing going from that. Nate still with Rocket Barrage. Dirk does have Coalescence and pops it. We see Nate doing a bit more damage as Dirk is able to pick off Rancer. That's Mercy down from the Blue Hens. Now Moop holds the aerial advantage and going to make their way to point. Still a bit away from Barrage. Speaking of Barrage, Nate does pop it, able to pick off Jafar, but that's it. Moop takes out Rose, Fitris takes out Nate. Bordy and Rancer, the last one standing. Rancer goes for the res, able to get... Not able to get it, sorry. That was Fitris on the res on Clutch. St. Rose takes control right back, 58% for the Blue Hens. Golden Knights, though, hold control of the point for now. Again, we see Pharah Mercy, Senryu taken out by Moop. Does have Deadeye, something to keep an eye out for. Also Remitted Flux from Bordy. As Blue Hens look to gather, figure out a strategy to try to get to point. Still do have Moop to worry about, and now Moop does have Barrage, so something that's really scary if you're a Blue Hen. Now we see Pharah v Pharah once again. Direct hit landed by Moop on Nate. Healed back up by Rancer, though. Rancer does have Valkyrie. Moop able to pick off 2 with the ultimate, but then flashed by Senryu and taken out. Jafar and Dirk get 2 pits of their own. Now Nate is taken out. Fitris able to bring Moop back up. A team kill for the Golden Knights as Rancer fell at the end. Gonna regroup all together. Nice hold by the Golden Knights there. 56% now on the objective. We do see Cobalt about to get Supercharger. That would be 3 online for the Blue Hens. We see Jafar and Dirk as well for the Golden Knights with Clutch close to a Bondo. Moop laying some damage on from afar. Blue Hens push point but fall right back. Dirk does have another Coalescence, does pop it. Sound Barrier and Supercharger and Riveted Flux all down, including High Noon from Senryu, able to pick off nobody with it. Jafar popped one as well, able to pick off Rancer. Bordy does take out Strunchy. It looks like the Blue Hens almost able to get it 1 on now for the Golden Knights. It was Dirk. They fall. Moop takes out Nate. But the Blue Hens take control of the point right back. 89% for the Golden Knights, though. Only got a couple fights left in here. 70% and climbing for Delaware. Fitris and Clutch, the only ultimates online for either team. Nate, though, is close to another Barrage. We'll see how this one goes and if it's a game ender or not. Nate just kind of hovering, looking for somewhere to strike. 85% now. It's getting close. We see the Golden Knights grouped up together a bit, but no real place to enter if you're Nate. He's going to have to wait a little. Golden Knights make their way on point. Here comes the Barrage, able to pick off Clutch and the Supercharger, and Jafar as well. Stunned, though. Fitris going for the res, able to pit Clutch back up. But Rancer also pits up Senryu. We do see Jafar switch to Tracer, try to get back to point. Strunchy with Gravitic Flux. Moop as well with the Barrage. Might need to use it. Get back to point to use that. 99% now. We are in overtime. Rocket Barrage is out, able to take out Senryu. Almost gets Cobalt, but Nate is able to take out Moop before that becomes a pick there. Rose does drop Sound Barrier for Delaware. Rancer and Senryu both Gotta come back from spawn. They do have ultimates, though. Once they get back, none online for the Golden Knights. Rose takes out Twitch, and that's going to do it. Delaware takes round 1. 1-0 advantage for Delaware. We will be right back.
Now entering King's Row. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Welcome back to round number 2 here. As we saw Delaware take Wujan Tower, we find our way St. Rose's pick King's Row. We'll see as the Golden Knights get ready on the attack here. Blue Hens set up on defense. We'll see how this one plays out and if the Golden Knights are able to get back in this one. King's Row map. The Golden Knights have played pretty well so far in their early play here. We'll see if it's a chance for them to turn around here. One thing I want to keep an eye out for here is whether Moop sticks with Widow. Nope, it's a switch now over to Doomfist. It's going to be interesting to see how that one would have worked. But we get started here on map number 2, King's Row. We see Cobalt, the front line of defense. St. Rose all moving up as one unit. Moop able to pick off Senryu. That's one DPS down for the Blue Hens. Cobalt still the front line of defense. Jafar is stunned by Nate and taken out. Cobalt takes out Dirk, and Bordy is able to pick off Moop. We see Cobalt low kind of separates themselves a little bit, but it gets bubbled by Bordy and the Zarya. Speaking of Bordy, picks off Strunchy there. Rancer already with a Coalescence ready to go. And Nate with Deadeye as well. Keep an eye on those two there. As St. Rose gets ready to push once again. Blue Hens will set up. Cobalt in front again with Bordy this time. Falling back just a bit. St. Rose gets ready for their push. Dueling Coalescence is here. Nate again with Deadeye. Goes for it. Able to flash move, but falls back, but picked off by Jafar before they can really escape from there. Another DPS down for the Blue Hens. St. Rose kind of scrunching in the corner there. Fitris with the sound barrier able to save their own life as well as their teammates. Grabbed together by Bordy, but none doing because of that sound barrier. Great save by Fitris there. Moop does have Meteor Strike, able to pick off Cobalt. Fitris takes out Rose. Bordy taken out as well. Last one standing on point is Nate. Now falls. Sits on point for the Golden Knights. A team kill. And they look poised to take the objective here. Moop and Scrunchy now with ultimates for the Golden Knights, Cobalt and Nate. Oh, well, Nate switches before they can use it, though. So a switch to Doomfist before getting any value from the Deadeye. We'll see if that comes back to bite them or not, as the Golden Knights will start the move of the payload. We see Moop just kind of getting ready. You can also see Nate up top doing a bit of the same. Both undetected so far. 3 ultimates online. Lifted up are the Blue Hens as Moop goes for the backlines now with the Meteor Strike, looking for some place to land, looking for somewhere, can't find anywhere. Now lands down on Rose, but they were able to go with the sound barrier, able to save everyone. Senryu with 2 pits as Reaper. Cobalt takes out Dirk. Again, the sound barrier just wearing off now for the Blue Hens. Scrunchy and Jafar taken out as well. Fitris is last one standing on their way back. A team kill for the Blue Hens. The objective is stalled there, just past that first corner. We see Jafar with the ultimate for the Golden Knights, as well as Clutch with the Supercharger. Again, could be a huge map-shifting ultimate there if they're able to get all the value out of it. I think we see 2 DPS sitting up there, able to greet Jafar. Wasn't expecting any of that. Nate falls back just a bit. Now Jafar dropping, able to go with Death Blossom, able to get 3 with the help of Moop, Bordy, Rose, and Rancer. Now Cobalt falls as well. Moop takes out Nate. Again, we saw the Death Blossom, and like I was saying with the Supercharger, able to power up the team enough to win that team fight, as the objective will continue to move here. No ultimates online. Bordy is closest, as well as Senryu. And then Fitris and Dirk for the Golden Knights. Cobalt again on the front lines with the shield. Proven to be a very formidable Reinhardt here, but will buy Bordy. As Nate falls at the hand of Moop, though, Coalescence out now from the Golden Knights. Cobalt, Bordy, and Rancer all with ultimates for Delaware. Nothing happening yet, though, as Bordy and Cobalt fall. Now Rancer with Coalescence, not using it, though, as Moop hits off Senryu as well. Now Dirk takes out Rose. Jafar takes out Rancer. That's everyone down for Delaware as the cart continues to move. Now Moop gets set for the next fight. 4 ultimates online for Delaware. Fitris with sound barrier, and Moop is about to get rocket punch as well. Right as Senryu got up there getting ready for the next one, Moop punches him back down to think again. Now Cobalt with an Earth Shatter, able to take down a couple. Moop and Clutch are taken out, but Rose falls for Delaware. Again, now 4 ultimates online. Use one, get another. Fitris, Scrunchy, and Moop for the Golden Knights have theirs. Nate setting up, looking for somewhere to use that Meteor Strike. Just waiting for St. Rose to kind of push up a little bit. As we see, the Davidic Flux is out from Scrunchy, able to lift up 1. Drops them, no pits yet. A lot of damage being done, though, as well to Cobalt, who's off to the side. Meteor Strike out from Moop. Unable to get any pits. Bordy takes them out. Jafar does take out Senryu, though. Now Nate with a Meteor Strike to their own, looking for somewhere to land. Not going to find it. Just going to fall back to point and fall back to the rest of their team. Bordy and Rancer with ultimates. Bordy could have a huge grab here. As you see Dirk with Coalescence. Now Jafar with Death Blossom, not using it yet. Looking for a good place to strike. This might be it. Wraith's in behind. No place to use it yet. Now presses Q. Able to pick off Cobalt. But taken out by Rose, so able to get 1 pick with the Death Blossom. Cart is still contested. Clutch with another Supercharger halts them together. Nate is low, but doesn't fall. Now Moop takes out Rancer, Scrunchy takes out Rose. Clutch again, still with the supercharger as Bordy is taken out. Hart will move up. Could come down to one or two more fights as the shield's set up here. It's Clutch and Cobalt set up on the front lines. Dirk does have Coalescence as well as Clutch's supercharger, as I mentioned. Now Rose with Sound Barrier as well, so that could be huge here. Nate with a Meteor Strike going for the supercharger, able to get it, and Jafar as well. Meteor Strike now, looking for somewhere to land, does, but no pits. Senryu takes out Moop. Nate going after Clutch, able to take them out. Rancer still with Coalescence. They're pushing up very far here, wanting to finish off the rest of this team fight and clean it up. Jafar does take out Nate, though. Fitris with Sound Barrier. And we see Scrunchy and Moop close as well. See as the Golden Knights get ready here for one big team fight. Lifted up by Flutz. Scrunchy drops them down. That was Nate. Senryu goes in behind, able to use the Death Blossom, gets 2 pits, Dirk and Jafar. Sound Barrier though from Fitris, able to hit the rest of the team, but Bordy and Senryu with 3 more pits total. Team kill there. As Nate takes out Moop off to the side. Bordy, last one with ultimate. 50 seconds remaining in the round. Looks like Bordy's getting ready to go somewhere with Senryu. We'll see where they go. Being a bit aggressive, looking for someplace to drop down. As we see the Golden Knights make their way around the corner. Cobalt is taken out by Moop though. That's a big shield down, but Grav is out from Bordy, able to pick off Moop. Senryu takes out Fitris and Scrunchy. Jafar does take out Nate though. Coalescence is out from Dirk, just trying to heal their team back up, but also takes out Rose in the process. Senryu takes out Clutch. Jafar able to pick off Senryu, but then falls at the hands of Rancer. Delaware holds the advantage here. St. Rose is going to fall back. They only have 13 seconds to go, trying to get that cart as far as they can. No ultimates online. This could come down to skill. As I say that, Rancer and Nate with 2 ultimates. Nate with Meteor Strike looking for a place to land, able to get there. Cart is contested currently. No pits, but a lot of damage being done. Cobalt with a shatter. Moop is taken out by Senryu. And now Jafar falls as well, and Clutch and Scrunchy. Supercharger is down for the Golden Knights. Last one on point is Fitris, taken out. Now Dirk falls, a team kill for Delaware at the end, and that will end round 1 there. 47.31 meters.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
We will switch sides now as the Golden Knights will go on the defense here at the second part of Kings Row. So we get started here on round number 2 on Kings Row. See if the Golden Knights are able to extend this. Again, Kings Row has been kind to them. We do see Jafar and Moop, the 2 DPSs set up as Bastion and May.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Something to keep an eye on as well is Nate currently sticking with the Tracer. That definitely could change, but we have seen them cause a bit of trouble on the back lines. We'll see if they stick with that or not. So we see all the Golden Knights set up, ready to go here, trying to keep themselves a bit hidden to start.
3, 2, 1. Attackers
As we get started here, they will set up top. It is a bunker comp. Nate does end up sticking with the Tracer. Keep an eye on them, see where they end up going. Then blink by, try to avoid being seen. Now in there as well, but not able to get up to the top ledge. Didn't try to go from underneath and pick off the Golden Knights. They are behind a shield though. Oh, Nate is figured out, and Jafar takes them out easily. As Delaware is down 1 DPS. Spawns back now, switches off the Tracer, going with the Pharah this time. No mercy so far, as they have Rose and Rancer on Lucio and Moira. See Jafar just pouring damage on from behind the shield. Now gets out of turret mode, back in it, trying to shred that Mei wall down. Moop and Dirk with 2 pits. Fitris' immortality field is taken out though, so they are a bit susceptible, but Jafar drops down, just pouring damage on from down below this time. Rose able to take out Clutch, but Nate does take out Jafar. 2 on point now for Delaware. Strunchy was the last one standing for the Golden Knights. They fall. Now 1 on for the Golden Knights. It was Moop. Has to fall back just a bit. Going up against Cobalt now. And unless they can get back in a hurry, that is going to be payload secured for Delaware. The escort begins. Ultimate-wise, Fitris does have Amplification Matrix. Rancer is close to Coalescence, and Bordy is close to Grav. Dirk as well is close to Nano. So we'll see if how they choose to combo all those ultimates with the DPS of Jafar and Moop. Speaking of Jafar, takes out Nate there. Rancer just kind of crouching behind their shields as Cart continues to move. Jafar does have ultimate. Dirk has theirs as well. Amplification Matrix is out currently, so they're just pouring damage on from above. Jafar takes out Rose, another support down for Delaware. Jafar looking for a target here. No one in behind yet. Do hear Senryu's arrows going a bit nuts as Jafar takes out Nate again. Moop throws down a blizzard, able to wall off to try to get the most value out of that. Bordy is frozen off behind Cobalt's shield, so they are unable to get them. Grab is out from Bordy, but the Mei wall is up, and it's really going to minimize any value from that ultimate. A nice save there by Moop, able to read that play as Dirk throws Nano out to Moop. Senryu is taken out. Cart is stalled. Rose and Cobalt with ultimates, so Sound Barrier, Earth Shatter. Fitris, Jafar, and Clutch have theirs for the Golden Knights. We see Cobalt now as Jafar is set up top. That shield is shredded in an instant. Immortality field is out. Jafar does go into ultimate. Looking for pits here, able to get a lot of damage though. Drops down, takes out Cobalt. As we see a barrage come out from Nate, pits off Dirk and Strunchy. Taken out though by Moop. Jafar and Clutch get pits of their own. Fitris healing up now with Jafar on point. Not able to get Senryu. Halted back, but taken out by Clutch. Rose and Cobalt still with their ultimates. Fitris has theirs as well. We'll see here as the Blue Hens get ready for a push here. 2:37 to go. Have to get that to the next checkpoint and then another 47-ish meters. So we'll keep an eye out. Cobalt drops right in onto the defensive setup, is halted by the lull though, as they went for the charge on Jafar, unable to get it. Immortality field is out, able to save most of their lives. Nice play there. Jafar takes out Rancer, but Senryu does return the favor, takes out Jafar. Move with another blizzard, throws it down, going after Rose now, trying to freeze the Lucio. Stop them from moving, unable to get it. A lot of damage being done, but not able to pit them off. Bordy does have grab, doesn't use it yet. Clutch is taken out for the Golden Knights at the hands of Bordy. Move does take out Senryu though. Immortality field out from Fitris. Strunchy does have grab floods. Takes out Rose, who is slapped by Dirk, the Ana. Cart is moving though, 145 to get it to the next checkpoint. Bordy and Strunchy, the only ones with grab or with ultimate so far. Bordy looking for a good opportunity to use it, but unable to get past the defenses of St. Rose right now. Rancer does have Valkyrie. Fitris is getting close to another Amplification Matrix. Could see that comboed with Jafar once again. Ooh, Fitris takes a bunch of damage, able to heal back up though, almost instantly. As Senryu takes out Moop though. Battle Mercy is out. Bordy does use grab. Now Nate going after the Immortality Field, which is thrown out, saved most of their lives, but Clutch and Fitris fall. Jafar trying to heal back up. Cobalt with another Shatter. Tart continues to move, getting close to that first checkpoint, and it is there. 2:15 to get it, 47 meters. Tart will continue to move as St. Rose gets ready for a big defense here. Senryu does pick off Moop though. Keep an eye on Senryu, set up top. Cobalt and Rose with ultimates, and Victress and Jafar as well. Senryu does have ultimate, not using it yet. Had a chance there, now just tossing some damage on from afar. Bit of a poke phase here as the main wall goes up. Senryu does launch the arrows. Sound barrier also out from Delaware. The immortality field able to save most of St. Rose. Nate does take out Dirk. Senryu, Jafar. Nate boops off 2, Clutch and Moop. That will get there, and Delaware will take King's Row.
Play of the game. Double. Quadruple.
That is going to do it for this one. Delaware does take it 2-0. St. Rose will battle again at 6 o'clock in another Tespa match. I will not be around for that one. You can expect the return of Ted, your favorite caster, on Wednesday, as St. Rose returns to ECAC action. Until then, we will see you then. Have a good night.